Sexting is not a new phenomenon. The term was first coined 4 years ago. In the time since, teens have been charged and in some cases convicted of distributing child pornography by sending racy photos of their girlfriends or classmates. Research shows the average American teenager now sends and receives nearly 3,000 texts every month.
It's the 21st century.
And 15-year-old Cody is a typical 21st century teen whose cell phone is rarely used for calls.
I'd rather text someone than call them, no matter what.
Taylor is 16, and both she and Cody text to stay in touch with friends and family about everything from social functions and homework to what's for dinner. They also know what sexting is.
Some people do it, personally, I think it's kind of trashy.
School systems across the state warn students about the dangers of sexting every year. In Fayette County, students are required to sign an acceptable use policy for electronic media while they are in school. And educators hope their lessons carry over after school.
Don't send something that you would not want your parents or your grandparents to see. And there are kids who do that, and we realize that.
The U.S. Attorney's Office also addresses the perils of sexting, talking to teens at schools and churches.
Once you press send, whatever you've just sent out is out of your control forever.
A fact shown in this PSA from the Ad Council.
Once you post your image online, you can't take it back.
But despite the warnings, a survey conducted by the National Campaign to Prevent Teen and Unplanned Pregnancy and CosmoGirl.com shows 1 in 5 teens is not getting the message.
Yeah, it happens almost every day.
It's not just fun and games to sex and to shock. It has these serious legal consequences.
Philip Alpert knows that now. The 18-year-old from Florida got into an argument with his 16-year-old girlfriend and sent a naked photo of her to dozens of other people, landing him on the Florida Sex Offender Registry list for the next 25 years. So why do kids continue to sext?
To rebel against, maybe their parents say they shouldn't do it, and maybe they feel like they need to, or maybe they just want to fit in.
I think some kids may do it just for a thrill. Just something to do when you get bored, I guess. The kids will do that.
The good news is there are tools and resources for parents to use to help prevent their children from making a mistake which could follow them for the rest of their lives. We'll have more on that tomorrow night. Until then, in the studio, Chris Dietz, ABC 36, your local news source.